Craig's stuff is definitely not for kids. I curse a lot. Craig's stuff, Craig's stuff, Craig's got a lot of stuff, yeah! Craig's stuff, Craig's stuff, Craig's got a lot of stuff. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig, and this is some of my stuff. We are taking a look today at the brand new Jazwares, Pokemon Select? I guess these are called Pokemon Select Charizard. Man, who the heck knew this figure was coming out? Nobody. This figure came out of nowhere. Jazwares said, alright, here we go. Articulated Pokemon. They're coming. And then they're here. They were just there. I think they showed it, and like the next day they were out. It was up on Target, and I managed to get one, and I'm very excited about this. I've been collecting the Figma and the SH Figuarts Pokemon stuff, which there isn't too much of for a while. And unfortunately, I missed out on the Charizard from many years ago. So I was very disappointed, and now that figure is going for like $300 or $400, and probably more now because everyone is horny for Zards. And now here Jazwares is coming out with a Charizard that's articulated that's pretty close. It's definitely not exactly the same as that D-Art Charizard, or D-Art Lizardon as it's actually called because that's the Japanese version. Whatever. But it's pretty damn close, and I'm very excited to see how he looks. So this is the first figure from this Pokemon Select line. So this, I guess, is going to be the standard packaging with the window front. You can see Charizard there on that side. Window extends over here. Of course, Pikachu's all over the packaging too. Blank on the top. Then on the back, we have the other figures that are going to be available in the line. We have Rayquaza, Greninja, and Articuno. I would imagine that they're not going to be scaled, just because of, I mean, Rayquaza is probably supposed to be gigantic, so I imagine that those guys are not going to be in huge packaging. I don't know. We will see. Anyway, I think it is time we pop this sucker open. Alrighty, so here he is out of the packaging, and he looks pretty awesome. Before we talk about him, he comes with this base piece, and this is the only accessory that is included. A large base piece. I'm surprised they didn't go with the Pokeball. I guess they kind of did. I guess it is kind of a Pokeball. I don't know. It doesn't look exactly like a Pokeball for the base. And then the arm plugs right into the base. Really easy like that. It's kind of on a like snapping joint thing there. You can see it kind of ratchets, I guess is the proper word. Kind of ratchets into place. And then there's a hole on the bottom that you can just plug into him, and that holds him up actually really well. So that's great, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the figure. So first off, he looks really good. I think they did a great job putting all the articulation in here without taking away from the sculpt. If you've seen the D-Arts, the D-Arts has a ton of articulation in here and in the tail, and it especially in the neck, it looks kind of weird. And again, I mean, it's not perfect here either, because there is a lot of things going on, and I know a lot of people don't like articulation cuts, but I am very much not one of them. I love getting articulation because when you get them in the right pose, you can see, like, you have them like that, you don't even see the neck. So, it's just kind of the way you're looking at them, and it's... I think articulation is so much fun. But yeah, he looks great. I think there's, not too much in terms of paint on him. It is a cheaper figure. These figures this is only $20, which is insane. It's gorgeous for $20. It's a standard, just orange color throughout, and they painted the chest, and it goes all the way down on here. The fire on his tail is painted as well, and that's actually pretty clean. I think the lines, it's all pretty clean. It's not like super smudgy. And around here, those are really clean lines, which is great. And then on his eyes, like this, I guess the stamps or whatever they use to paint the eyes. I mean, those look great. Those look fantastic. They look just, you know, they look like anime. You know, it's awesome. Then he's got, of course, paint on his claws, and those also look really clean. And this is also blue paint on the inside, and that looks good. You can kind of see the orange underneath, at least in the joints, but that's okay because it's supposed to be orange on the back anyway. So this is just cool. Really, really cool. I like this a lot. It's one thing I noticed that I always could do without. They have the all the copyright information is here on the back, right on the wings. They did put some stuff on the feet, so it's not like they could have put it there. They did use the feet up. But yeah, I really like this figure a lot. Let's take a look at the articulation, and he actually has quite a bit of it. Starting from the head, he opens and closes his mouth. It opens about that much, and then it closes all the way too. And then you can see just on the upper neck section, his head moves all the way around, and it is on that upper or up and down joint. It doesn't tilt here, but on the lower neck moves all the way around as well there, and it's a different direction, so you can kind of move both of these to different directions if you want to have his head tilted, maybe like this, have his head tilted like that, but there is no like regular tilt. So the lower neck, upper neck, you can get a lot of motion from that neck area with the combination of both, which is really, really good. So then he's got pretty much standard arms, although they are very, very skinny arms. They go up past a 90-degree angle. They go down. They have the upper bicep cut. They're really skinny, and it scares me moving around these arms. They actually have double jointed elbows, which are really, really good. Like, look how deep he goes in with those elbows. That's crazy. Then at the hands, they just spin. There's no up and down. It just spins at the hand. Then down to the legs, they go forward just about that much. They don't really go too much more forward, but they do go back all the way. And they actually do go all the way around. It is on, you can see the type of joint. It does spin there, and it goes, the legs actually go in and out as well. He does the splits only about that much. Then he actually has a knee joint, which is really surprising. There is a small knee joint there. Obviously, it's just one joint. And it just goes back a very little bit. Then at the feet, they do go forward and they do go back, and there is even ankle pivot on there. Honestly, it's nuts that they did this with a toy like this, has this much articulation. It's wild. It really is. Then for the wings, they go all the way in, all the way out, and then they bend at the midsection. They can go backwards as well, just about that far. And the wings are great too. They feel nice. I like the feeling of the texture. Feels like a different type of paint actually over the wings, and that looks good. And then with the tail, you get plenty of motion there. It goes up, it goes down, it spins at this section. Then you get the next section, same thing, up, down, and also spins there. And then the last section, it goes down and then goes up and also spins there. So you can get a lot of different movement with the tail by just moving the different things around. It does look a little bit awkward when you bend it because it kind of at these sharp angles, but it does have the option to do something. So if you can maybe hide it in a certain pose, you can get them to look really good. Now, one thing I was having a problem with is he doesn't seem to want to stand on two legs. I guess if you push him forward, yeah, if he goes forward, he will stand on the 2 feet. But if he does stand, if you have him standing in the regular pose, you're going to have to put the tail down to hold him up, because he doesn't seem to want to stand otherwise. I mean, obviously that looks great. You know, that's perfectly fine for him to stand like that, but he does need the tail to hold him up. Charizard stands about 5 3/4 inches just at the top of his little horn there. And here he is next to the Figma Red. I think he actually looks fantastic next to him. And here he is next to the SH Figuarts Ash Ketchum. And here he is next to the D-Arts/SH Figuarts Blastoise. And here he is next to the SH Figuarts Goku.
And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Gibbon.
Alrighty, so overall, I really like this figure. Jazwares honestly seems to be one of the few toy companies that is really listening to the fans. They are doing such an incredible job improving their figures. Every single figure that comes out is just so much better. I've recently picked up some of the Fortnite line, and man, those figures are awesome. And this Charizard is amazing. I mean, you're getting a figure that that rivals an SH Figure Arts for $20. I mean, paint and whatever it doesn't even come close or whatever. But it just looks great. It's gonna look amazing on your shelf. And I can't wait for the other ones in this line. They're honestly, Jazwares, you're doing incredible. You really are. Keep up the good work. I can't wait to get some more Pokemon. Anyway, I guess that's it. If you like this review, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please check back every Friday at noon for brand new videos. Check out my Instagram. It's at Craig Stuff. I will see you guys next time. Later.